Hello, everyone. Hello. Hopefully you can all see me, hear me. So excited for today. Today is day one of the magic. Count your blessings. So we are going to have such a fun and beautiful time. I'm so excited for this experience. So if you would enter in the chat box, comment, let me know who's here and where you're from so we can get connected and I can make sure that this works. So I had to use this system because for some reason I'm unable to download live videos. Hi, Teresa, from Facebook. It's just not working right now. It's probably Mercury retrograde. So I decided to use the Be Live TV, which is so amazing. I love it so much. And it was just beautiful to be able to have this. So for some of you who are commenting, I see you. Some of you still say Facebook user. So if you want me to be able to see your name and, if you have comments or questions or anything, excuse me, as we go through this, then I can see who it is rather than it just saying Facebook user. So just click that link in this live and it will grant you access to be able to have your name and your comments so I can see who you are. Thank you so much. I love you all so much. One of the things I love the most about our Sacred Sisterhood Circle is woman, the Power of a Woman group, this woman. We're all one woman. You guys are just so heart-centered and so loving, and it makes what I do so much easier. And I really, really love being of service and doing this for you and for everyone and for myself. So thank you all so much for just being such beautiful souls. I mean, it really is refreshing and it's so amazing. New York, Kansas City, hello everyone. Minnesota, everybody is here. Kansas again. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. So I'm in California. Oh, we have UK too, Northern California. Yeah, I'm in California too. Yes, Kaylee, I can see your name. It did work. It's awesome. I know it's kind of strange because it just shows a white screen. So it seems like it's not working. North Carolina, welcome. It seems like it's not working. It is. So it did work because it did that to me too. And so I had to submit a support. Hi, Anne, I can see you. Oklahoma. Hey, everyone. Okay, so today is our first day of the magic. Isn't it so exciting? I love that we're doing this. Maryland, Arkansas. Hey, everyone. I love that we're doing this together. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do this after I finish my Sacred Money course, which is finishing up right now. And I'm like, the best way to keep everybody in a space of momentum is to do the magic. So I was like, I'm going to redo it. So I'm going to see if everyone else wants to redo it with me. So it kind of just turned into this thing again. Oh, another Arkansas, hello. It turned into this amazing thing again where we are doing this together now, and it gets to be even better this time. So if you've done the magic before, I invite you to set that to the side and be in your childlike energy of curiosity, because each and every time you do it is going to be different. I've done this book at least 30 times, and it's a way of life for me. Like I just continue to do it and continue to use it because I know every single time I do it, the momentum is just off the hook, especially when we do it together. So we're going to be doing it a little bit different this time, which I'm really excited about. We're going to do it more in a challenge style. New Orleans, DC, hello, Fresno, Shayla, you live where Roxanne lives, my sister. So we're going to be doing this a little bit different. Like I said, we're going to do it in a challenge style. So everyone who participates in the challenge, you are entered to win a goddess crystal box. And for those of you who have received one of those, you know they're pretty good sized crystal boxes that have, rare crystals in them that you can't really just find off the shelf, and different things in there that Spirit guides me to putting in there for you. They are beautiful. So the retail value on those is $595. So you get an opportunity to win one of those just for being in this challenge, and it really is so amazing. So I invite you to play full out. The challenges that we're going to be doing each and every day are going to assist you in creating more momentum so that you can have more momentum towards your desires and your dreams and whatever it is that you want to manifest. Oh, Adriana, you're in Fresno too. Awesome. We have Sacramento. We have people from all over the place. This is great. Okay, so before we get started, for those of you who are familiar with me, you know me, we connect to spirit and we get into this flow of energy because it just makes everything so much more fluid, and that divine connection is really what it's all about. So I'm Teresa, they are the bomb. Yes, they are. Okay, so if you would, everyone just closing your eyes and tuning to your heart, unless you're driving, then you can just place your hand on your heart or just tune into the essence of your heart. And just take a deep breath and breathe that in and let it all go. And we surround the space with the gold light of divine wisdom and divine protection and blessings. And we fill it with the white light of divine love. We call forth all of our guides and our angels, the highly evolved beings who are here, our ascended masters, Mother Mary, Jesus Christ, Kuan Yin, any other being of light you would like to call in, you can go ahead and do that now. And we make this divine connection to the etheric realm, to the realm of love and light and divinity. And we ask it to flow through us, through our lives, and may we be a beacon of light to every life our life touches. And then connecting in with your guides and your past loved ones who have your highest and best in mind. And we call forth Archangel Michael to dissolve all lower energy frequencies and to clear our path as we move through the next 28 days together in this loving, beautiful energy. May many things of beauty, of bounty, of abundance, of blessings manifest for us in our lives. And as a result of doing this together, may our momentum increase and expand throughout our lives and through every life our life touches. And if you agree, then just say yes. And then feeling that connection of divinity in your heart and expanding that through your body, through every one of your cells, giving your body honor and paying homage to it for housing your beautiful spirit, connecting to each one of your sisters in this sacred space and sending love and light that we're all here together, doing this in flow, living our lives in a new way. And we call forth the sapphire blue white light. So you can just feel that light or see that light however you are gifted, in whatever way, within the core of your being, and expanding this flame throughout your body, throughout your life, throughout your bank account, throughout your relationships. And this light is the light of new life. It's the light, the flame of new energy, of new life force. May we begin anew. May we channel into the beauty of each new day and remember our soul connection and our divinity and expand that through our lives and everything that we do and everyone our life touches. We say these things in the name of love. Amen. Okay, so it's really good to start your day like that, right? Because if you start your day like that, right, when you wake up in the morning and you're connecting to spirit and then you send that energy throughout your day, you will have so much more flow and everything will be so much more beautiful, right? So that is setting the tone for us throughout this experience that we're having today. So hopefully you have already written out those things that you desire, those things that you want to manifest, because each and every day of doing the gratitude process is going to actually increase momentum for the things that you wrote down that you want to experience. So just know that as you're doing this for yourself, you're doing it for your dreams too, right? And another thing is when you spend even a minimum of 14 days and 5 minutes a day expressing gratitude, you increase your biological happiness set point by 15 to 25%. Now that is a lot when you think of how you are genetically wired, right? We are born into an environment and our parents are a certain way. And so as we go through our life, we have this biological happiness set point, which means that your brain is used to and in a pattern of only releasing and producing this certain amount of hormones that you're using on a daily basis. So if you're not someone who experiences peaks of gratitude and expression to where you are brought to tears every single day, you're not going to have as much of the hormone of norepinephrine or your endorphins or your dopamine. Dopamine is actually a supplement that you can consume to increase your dopamine. Your serotonin, all of those happy hormones aren't going to be at the height. So when you're expressing gratitude each and every day, you're actually increasing those hormones, and you're also telling your brain to produce more of those hormones so that will be your natural way of responding. So just know that you are not only doing this to express gratitude, you're also physiologically transforming yourself, which is going to help you in your life. A lot of things are going to start to unfold for you in such a beautiful, beautiful way. So let's get to day one. So day one is about counting your blessings, right? So I have the hard copy book. I also have it on Kindle. And to be honest, my favorite way of it is on Kindle. And the reason that I love it on Kindle is because I can do it while I'm on the bike at the gym. I could just read it, right? And you really do not have any excuses when you have the Kindle app, which is free, downloaded on your phone with a book on it. Like, you can take it with you everywhere you go. You're not going to forget the book because you have your phone always on you like a lifeline. So if you have the book on there too, it will also help you to make sure that you stay consistent for these 28 days. So the very first time that I did this book, I did not complete it, right? I didn't have that like drive enough to complete it. Hi, welcome. I didn't have the drive enough to complete it. So I got to probably like day 10, I want to say, and then I just put it down. I didn't do it again until I got myself into an experience in life where that was the last ditch effort to get myself into a higher vibrational place, right? And so it was do or die for me. So I had to do it all the way. And I cannot tell you how grateful I was, not only for the trauma that caused that experience, but also that I actually was determined to finish it because of that. Because that experience, my whole life turned around. So this is a book that I live by, right? Like, I love this. An amazing companion to this to fill your life with even more love is The Power, right? There's that book, The Power. Now, not the book necessarily. However, the audiobook is going to be what does it for you. So get that book, The Power, on audiobook, put it on in your car as you're driving around, because The Power is about love. Like, that whole book is about love. It's another one of Rhonda's books. And so I would have that on, and you just listen to it in the background, and it just triggers you to constantly think of love. So when you're in that state and you're in a state of gratitude as well, your life is going to catapult monumentally, like beyond anything that you can even imagine, right? Hi, sweetie. So if you want to click that link so I can see your name in the description, that would be awesome, because then I can actually see who you are rather than just Facebook user, even though I can feel your energy. So if you don't want to, it's okay. So tuning into that power of love, right? You want to have that on. Even if you've listened to it before, you've read it before, put it on in the background, put it on in your car. The more that you can inundate your subconscious mind with this energy, the faster your life is going to turn around, right? It makes it really easy. Also, a fun fact about Rhonda, the majority of what she learned from the beginning was from that book, The Science of Getting Rich, which I also did a challenge on too. So if you're called to that, you could sign up for that. It's free. It's up there for you. Do that too if you want to manifest money or a new business or increase business in all of your experience, then I would do that too. So she got the majority of her knowing. That's actually what catapulted her to doing this, was the book, The Science of Getting Rich, right? Another thing to know about her too is her other teachings, her other knowings, and a lot of the things that are in the Secret to Money app are things that she learned from Abraham Hicks. So if you do not know who Abraham Hicks is, I would highly recommend looking them up. They have a book called Ask and It Is Given, and that book was monumental in transforming my life too. So this is who she is influenced by, right? Wallace D. Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich, and also Abraham Hicks. So I would look into those, because these are actually the source for everything that she does. And also, I remember that the reason that I even chose to follow her and even do this book in the first place is because someone asked me a question. It was one of my mentors. If there was anybody in the world that you could be like on every level, if there was anybody in the world that you wanted to live your life like, and I was thinking, and I'm like, Oprah Winfrey, yes, I love her. I would love to live my life like her. However, I feel like she works a lot, right? Like, she just is working a lot, which I work a lot too, just not in that way. So it was like, oh no, that's not it. And then it was Richard Branson, like, yes, I love him. I would love to live like him. I'd love to be like him, but he's a man. And then it was like, oh, Rhonda, I would love to live like her. She is beautiful. She's amazing. She lives her life by gratitude. She's just this beautiful essence, this beautiful presence. And then I started learning about her work. So everything will come into your life exactly when you need it, right? Like, this is here for you. And Spirit even guided me to do this collectively, because it's time for us to gain momentum. Not only that, but the next 2 months we have a breather. Everything is going to get lighter and happier and more beautiful. And so we might as well just harness this energy that we have going on in the universe right now for that to happen. So remember, if you're watching this recording, if you're watching this later than when we did it live, this energy is timeless. So if you're tapped into it, then this is what you're going to experience too. It's so amazing. You and Abraham are in my ears every day. Awesome. I love that. Okay, so going to count your blessings, hoping that you already wrote out everything that you wanted to experience, right? Your desires that you wanted to experience. Tuning into what you want to manifest. So counting your blessings, right? When you count your blessings, you know that you are occupying the space of your thought with thinking of things that you love rather than the autopilot, because 80% of our patterns are sabotaging and limiting. It's just how it is being a human and a human brain. So you're surveying your reality, and you're automatically not only picking up on everybody else's thoughts and the collective thoughts, you're also inundating your thoughts and thinking thoughts of limitation, of judgment, of scarcity, of lack, of whatever autopilotness you're in or you're on or you used to be in. And when you start to count your blessings, you then tell your brain, this is what's important to me. Looking for things that are beautiful. You're scanning your day because you're going to want to write the gratitude about them the next day. You're scanning your day for things that are beautiful, for things that are grateful, for things that you love. And so you're telling your brain that that is an area of importance. And when you do that, your brain is now a filter, is filtering that for that now, right? If I tell you, close your eyes now, think of the color turquoise. Where's turquoise in your room? Think of turquoise, think of turquoise, think of turquoise. You're going to think of turquoise. When you open your eyes, you're going to see the turquoise, because that is the instruction that you're giving your brain. Like we just went through in my Sacred Money course, and filling yourself with a turquoise light is the color of wealth. It's a light ray of wealth. And so all of us were doing it in there in our attunements and our sessions, and then everyone is commenting on all the turquoise they see throughout the world. Well, it goes for anything. It goes for good things. It goes for things that are not so good. So you want to make sure that you are knowing that as you're doing this, you are telling your brain that magic and miracles and divine connection and gratitude is what's important. So your brain will automatically scan for that, okay? So allowing yourself to be in that state and making sure that you're doing this and writing it out every single day. Thinking of what you want to manifest, right? And then I'm going to teach you something that's even going to help you manifest your future experience. Yes, turquoise everywhere. I know, it's so cool, huh? That's going to help you manifest your future experience. I'm going to give you a little tip on this in just a minute. So when you tune into the things that you want, writing what you want and why is the most important thing that you can possibly do. Now we want to talk about also the energy of giving, right? Giving and receiving, right? That is what happens, right? Giving and receiving. It's like you're giving the energy, you're going to receive it back. So just know that as you're sending this energy out, and the more of it that you give, not only are you neutralizing those other experiences that may have been limiting, that were a result of the things that you were thinking in the past, right? Your karmic expression is what we call it. You are creating more momentum towards what you desire. So you're actually jumping tracks. So whatever limited attraction you had coming towards you based off past beliefs, past thoughts, past energy expression, using gratitude and really tuning into that energy is giving you the ability to be blessed by the law of grace. Now, what is the law of grace? The law of grace is God's law. The law of grace is above karmic law. So anytime you're doing anything to get yourself into that graceful experience, that grace of love, that grace of giving, you're neutralizing any karmic expression that was coming towards you. So the more energy and the more gratitude that you're sending out, especially to other people, because that is the trick, is to sending this energy out to other people, is going to build your good karma jar, right? This is one of the things that I learned when I first started doing this, because I was a normal person living on autopilot life. I'd experienced so much trauma in my life. I had so much abuse and experience and controversy and chaos and everything. That was what my life was normally like. And so being in that space, it caused me to be in a state of expectation. I expected people to be mean to me. I expected bad things to happen to me. And when I started doing gratitude, one of the things that I noticed was, oh my gosh, this is really putting me in a state of being in a happy place. People were nicer to me. People were in a loving space of me. And then I started thinking all those limiting thoughts that I was thinking before. Because when you first start to learn about your thoughts create things, and it is every single thought creates something, you kind of go into this sort of panic mode, like, oh my gosh, all the thoughts that I was thinking before are now going to create this outcome. And I thought negative about that before. Does that mean it's going to happen? Like all these things. Now, if you were to stay on the same trajectory as thinking the same thoughts, then yes, you would be a magnetic attraction to the limitation that you already sent out. However, when you are expressing gratitude on purpose deliberately, you're giving yourself like a get out of jail free card, right? You're giving yourself another vehicle, another option to step into that gratitude. So then all of the thoughts that you've been thinking that are happy, you're now in alignment with those. The beautiful thing that occurs when you are expressing this and expressing it to other people is you are getting this like free pass to having all of that limiting energy dissolved so that you're not in alignment with that karmic expression of what was coming towards you based off what you were thinking before. Does this make sense? Is this all making sense? Like, we know this, right? We feel it. You know, you understand the law of attraction, and you understand that what you send out comes back to you. Now you have your good karma jar, and every time you experience or say something grateful about anything or anyone, a little energy goes into that. So that is going to start weighing more, and that will be your dominant experience. So that is how you will also override any limiting projections, any limiting thoughts that you sent out before. By stepping into gratitude and being in that state of gratitude, things will literally magically transform for you, and you will not be calling in the things that were where you were at a lower vibration. So it is when you start to do this and you start to really get into it, it only takes 3 days. It only takes 3 days, right? 3 days of this connected energy to really start to override all of those other limitations, even if you have had the most resistance, right? You just have to keep doing it, because there will come a point in time for those who are not used to expressing this, where you might feel a little tired or depleted because you've already expressed all of these energies. The amazing thing is, and this is something that Amy in our group too, she sent me a message and reminded me of, is that if you start your day with gratitude and you finish your day with gratitude, what you're doing is you're increasing that. And then while you sleep, your brain will then go and start producing more happy hormones. Also, you can take dopamine by solar ray. It increases your dopamine levels, which will help you to stay in that higher flying energy too, and your brain will produce more of that. Also, DHEA is a serotonin uptake inhibitor, which means it will increase the neuronal connections of your serotonin, so it has more receptor sites for it, right? It delivers it. It's a neurotransmitter, so it delivers the happy hormones to your cells. So you can supplement in this way if you find that that occurs. Like, it does occur a lot. It occurred to me too. It's kind of like, you know, when you go out and you just have like the best time of your life and everything is so happy, and then that event is over and then you just feel kind of sad for the next few days. Well, it's just because you have a hormonal depletion. That's all. So if you drink a lot of water and you consume foods that will increase your happy hormones, that won't happen. So a good thing to do is to consume pineapple and oranges. Pineapple and oranges. You can even add mango in there. It's the pineapple and oranges while you're standing outside looking at the sun. If you eat that, your hormones will increase naturally. So you do not have to take a supplement. You do, however, have to eat raw fruits and vegetables in order to keep your energy high too, okay? So that is also going to assist you. So this is something that I'm just giving you additionally, that if you do find that you've been expressing so much appreciation and gratitude that you feel tired or sluggish during this time, then just do that, right? Get the dopamine by solar ray. This is a suggestion. DHEA also helps. 5-HTP, for those of you who can consume that, helps as well. Also, the pineapple and oranges in the sun will help as well. And it does help a lot. Like, it sounds strange. It's not. It really does help. I've been taking both the supplements you recommended and I needed. We just moved into a house I manifested because of you. It's a step to our dream home. Oh, that's amazing. So beautiful. I'm so excited. I get a lot of my supplements on Amazon too. Schizandra berry is also another really good one, and it's an adaptogen. So schizandra berry and rhodiola also, those two are both adaptogens. It's like Chinese herbology. And those two, actually, an adaptogen, what it does is it will supply in whatever you need. So it can mimic anything that you need, which is awesome. So those two supplements are also really good too. So you want to use your intuition when you're looking at these kind of things and be like, is this for me? Is this for me? What do I need that's going to help me to be in even more of a happy state? And you'll be guided right to it. So you want to get used to using your intuition. You want to get in the mode of being in this place where you're communicating with your inner being that's going to guide you to exactly what you need. Because there is everything out there, right? And whatever you're connected to is what you're going to manifest. So tuning and doing this in the first thing in the morning is going to be so, so, so amazing. You're welcome, Shayla. Okay, so counting your blessings. When you're counting your blessings, you do not have time to count the things that are going wrong, okay? So when you're counting your blessings, you only have time to count your blessings. So what do you think is going to happen in your life? You're going to have more and more and more and more blessings. So one more thing that I wanted to talk about is giving versus taking, right? So when you're in a state of asking, and I realize this too, because I sit in meditation, before I go into meditation, I have my journal, I write to my soul. It's my intention to connect to my soul, my inner being. And then I'll ask a question. What do I have to do for this to happen, right? So before it was, what do I have to do to manifest the money that I need to, pay off my credit cards or whatever it was? Well, one day in meditation, as I'm in this space, I received this giving versus taking. And it was something that I heard another leading expert talk about, not as in depth as what I'm going to share with you today. It was just kind of like an overview, like giving to people versus taking, because they were talking about sales. However, Spirit was showing me giving versus taking an energy expression. When you're in a constant state of asking, right? Like you need something. You're like, please, I need this. Please just deliver me the money. Please help me and my children. Please help us get out of this mess. If you keep staying in that state of being, and that's for anything, please manifest the love of my life. These kind of things, you can feel the energy. That energy is a taking energy, right? That energy is a taking energy because you're in survival mode. You're in scarcity mode. So be mindful of where you are when you ask for things, versus the energy of giving, right? You ask once, because the universe, God already knows. Like, I'm a woman of faith. I say God, you say whatever you want. Whatever works for you, you can say, obviously, right? You just want to use the word that like allows that free flowing energy, because the truth is all roads lead to God. So when you are in that space and you're asking, you can ask once, right? You want to write out your wishes. Okay, this is what I want to experience. I would like to experience this because I want to experience that, right? I would like to experience money flow because I want to be able to pay off my debt and live in financial freedom. Whatever it is, you got to pay attention to the way you're wording, because you're either in a towards momentum or you're in an away from momentum. And when you're in away from momentum, you're running from something. So that thing's always going to be chasing you because you're always looking back, bringing it with you forward with your words. If you're in a towards momentum, you're talking about the future. You're talking about the experiences that you want to have because they bring you elation. So just be mindful of that little energy tweak, right? You want to be very mindful about the energy that you're expressing, because that's what you're going to receive. So in meditation, when they're showing me this experience, and it's about giving from a full heart, giving, right? Giving that energy, giving everything that you can give to other people without expecting anything in return. So giving somebody a beautiful note that you love them, which is what we're going to be doing today. It's part of the challenge. Writing on a sticky note how much you love them, what they mean to you. That is giving. So the more you're in that energy, the more you're going to receive, right? The more you're in that energy, the more you're going to receive. So if you are needing or wanting more, a certain amount of money, or an expression of money or love or whatever it is, and you're giving from a full heart in this way, you're filled with fulfillment. You're filled with that giving, expressive energy, and that is the energy that the universe is responding to. And so when you give with that energy, the universe is looking to give back to you wherever you are open to it. So when you're in that energy, you're also going to be receiving as well. So be mindful of whether you are in the energy of giving and taking, or you're in the energy of giving and receiving, giving from a full heart, okay? Because it's a distinction, it's a slight distinction, but it will make the biggest difference in your life. And so when you start giving for the joy of giving, you're going to receive everything that you've ever asked for, because that's the way this universe works. That's how it is. That is how the divine works. That is how everything works. So make sure that you are in that space of giving from a full heart. So today, your challenge is you're going to choose one person, and you're going to give them a note, a love note from your heart about how much they mean to you and what they've done for you in your life, right? That's going to be your challenge. And then after you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to take a picture of it, and you're going to post it on your wall, on your Facebook wall. And at the bottom, you're going to write hashtag the magic challenge, and then hashtag day one. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's your challenge for day one, is to give someone else a note that is of love and appreciation, because we're in this expression of giving. Not only are you going to see that relationship just blossom, you're going to give something to someone that's going to really touch their soul. And when you pass, that's going to be what you remember, right? When you pass, you're not going to remember all this other bullshit, all the fights, all the things. You're not going to remember the troubles or the traumas. You're not going to remember that. You're going to remember how you touched another's soul. That's what you're going to remember. The importance that people had for you and to you in your life. That's what you're going to remember. So the more you can do of that, the more you will be blessed, the more you will be supported, the more you will create this amazing energy on this earth. So us all doing this together is so, so beautiful and so amazing. Sarah, Randina, Randina, you are so beautiful. I can see your aura. Oh, thank you, Sarah. That's beautiful. You're so nice. Okay. So let's see, giving versus taking. This is another tip I wanted to give you. This is the last thing we're going to talk about before we jump off. So later on in the magic book, I'm not really 100% certain what day it is, she talks about heart coherence, right? She doesn't say coherence, but she talks about heart. She tells you to tune into your heart and say thank you from your heart space, as though you're sending that energy out from your heart to the things that you're grateful for, right? And I remember when I got to that page, the second time, the first time I didn't finish, the second time I did the book and I actually finished. When I got to that page, I remember thinking, I wonder why she didn't start the book with this, because this is literally so important and it will take your blessings to the next level. So start using that today. You can even go to the chapter that it is. It's like, I think it's called Heart Magic. It's something with your heart. So if anybody knows what chapter that is, just let me know. Maybe I could see it in the chapters. Yeah, Heart Magic, day 20, page 181. Turn right to it, right? So go to 181, page 181, and just read that over. And as you read that over, see, gratitude is the memory of the heart. So just read this over just to get an idea and start using this with your gratitude today. Like start using this with your gratitude today, because it's gonna catapult your gratitude. And here's why. Your heart is 5,000 times more powerful than any other part of your body. Your heart is where your hermetic space is, which is the core of your being, the core of your soul. So when you are really connected to your heart and you're sending that energy out, this is the heart coherence, is the communication of the universe, of all good things in the universe. So tuning into that and connecting to your emotional center of your heart space for your gratitude is going to create a momentum for the things that you're calling in. It's 11:43, everyone. I love you. It's going to call in the things that you are wanting to experience so much faster. So make sure, oh, you went right to it also, Shayla. That's cool. So make sure that you're connecting into your heart, right? Just read 20, do what she says, and start it now, so it will make everything more powerful. Heart Math company, the Heart Math people, they talk about heart coherence a lot. So if you really want to get into that, you really want to know the science behind it, then just look up Heart Math. They talk about it too. Dr. Joe Dispenza also talks about it as well. But Heart Math, really, the Heart Math Institute is what I meant to say, they're really the ones that have done the research, and it's really, really amazing and really beautiful. So does anybody have any questions about our counting your blessings? Remember that when you're counting your complaints, you're counting poverty. So you really want to tune into counting your blessings, because it is really important. So every time you think of something that you would have thought of more limited before, just replace it with something that you're grateful for. Whether it's looking at a person, find something that you like about them. Whether it's their earrings or their shoes, it doesn't matter. You really want to counter that, because anytime you send out a negative expression, it's going out to the universe to return to you like a boomerang. So if you send out that energy and then you counter it with something positive, it will bless you with the law of grace, and it will dissolve that boomerang, and then the boomerang that comes back will be one of love and beauty. Now, your thoughts are going to become more apparent to you. So understand that as you're doing this, your thoughts are going to become more apparent. So just remember, putting reminders on your phone is a really good way to keep yourself on track, right? Also, ending your day with gratitude too. So you could do 10 things in the morning and then 5 things at night, or you could do 10 things in the morning and 10 things at night. It is up to you. I start and complete my day every single day with momentum writing, right? Something I teach in my courses. Everybody who takes my courses, it's one of the reasons why they manifest so fast, is because they are starting and completing their day with this energy. So it makes it a lot easier to keep you in harmony too. So those are just a few things that you can do that are going to increase the momentum of your attraction of the things that you said that you wanted to experience. All good things are going to start happening for you. So to end this live, we're going to do a random numerology pool. So I'm going to say, okay, Spirit. So this book by Kyle Gray is Angel Numbers. So this book is really amazing. I love it so much. I use it as a flip through book. So I have these kind of books all through my house that I just pick up and flip through and get a message, right? So 438. Angels are reminding you that the spiritual path is not always easy and urging you to stay focused on the purpose behind what you're doing. Angels are encouraging you to connect with the divine feminine via prayer, meditation, and going within is 439, right? 437, your angels are supporting you by manifesting miracles. This is really cool. 436, wait till you hear this one. It's important to take time to reconnect with your heart and what lights you up before making any more decisions. So there you have it, everybody, right? So what I do is I'll always flip through, and then it always is exactly what I need. So I invite you to also do these things too, right? You really want to fill your life with spirit. And then finally, we are going to do a card pull. For those of you who know me, you know I love to do this stuff. And for those of you who don't, now you do. Okay, so if you have a question or if you want to know what guide is with you, then you can ask that, because the deck that we're using is the Keepers of Light. And this one is also by Kyle Gray, which is interesting that this is the one that came up. So we're going to tune into what guide. I already know what this is. I knew she was gonna do. If you've been on my lives before in my courses, you know that this one always pops out. This one and the Mary one always pop out, right? So this card is Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. That's another thing. When you're tuned into gratitude, you're in the state of beauty and love, and you will receive more downloads and intuitive insight in what to do to lead you. You'll be more connected to your inner being. You'll be more connected to that Venus. Yeah, Venus is so bright right now. If you look in the sky, you can see her. She's been around for a while. You will be more connected to that energy of your soul. It's information, right? Sheila, yes, Randina Marie is amazing. Thank you so much. You're all amazing. Also, the beautiful thing is all of the things that you guys see in me, you have yourself too. And that goes for the good, goes for the bad, goes for everything. And the reason is because you can't see anything that you don't yourself have. Okay, so truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. I love that. Lady Venus, so know that your answer will be coming, right? I would even go back and watch this live, because I am known to deliver so much. And every single time you listen to something where I've spoken or shared, you will find so many, many things. I mean, one of these can last you a very, very long time. Teresa, thank you, Randina. Let's do this. Okay, let's see. 2 more fell out. Ooh, the Miriam, Sacred Vision. This is a good one, right? Sacred Vision. You also want to play with the universe by asking for signs, right? Show me a sign of my alignment. Show me hearts today, right? And you'll see them, and it's so amazing. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries, right? Love has no boundaries. And then we have the Divine Director, which is intervention and purpose, right? This is about divine intervention is occurring. What were we talking about? Grace, that law of karma, that beautiful energy that you send out actually lets you tune into the more harmonious aspects of life. And so that is what divine intervention really is, right? Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Yes. Right? So have fun today, everyone. Have so much fun in your journey, and I will see you all again tomorrow. I will post another link that will tell you exactly what time. Tomorrow, I am teaching my last class for the Sacred Money course, and so I will be on live around probably 1:11, so Pacific time. So I will post the link for that for you to be able to click on that, as easy as it was to do this today. And have fun with your gratitude today, and allow yourself to count your blessings all day. It really, really is so beautiful and amazing. And thank you so much for doing this challenge, because of you, so many lives are going to change just by you doing this. And it really is so amazing. And this is how we do it, because together we truly rise. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.